Yeah, don't you want to rush to the Bierwagen? The Bierwagen, it's got all the beer. You go and you rush to the Bierwagen, you get your beer. Oh no, you got the wrong beer. Bierwagen! Ah. So this is Bierwagen, and make sure you get the beer that you want, because sometimes the customers you're serving, they only want a certain beer, so they want a light blonde instead of a dark stout. You're screwed. Um, so it's a really funny casual game where you customize your character. Definitely the shirts, the pants, your hair color, your skin color, like everything. It's like really detailed for like a beer serving game. So you're supposed to be serving beer in a beer garden. It's a very small area, maybe 2 screens width. And you take orders, you pour the beers from the Bierwagen, and you avoid obstacles like there's a beach ball, I think it was, or a basketball bouncing across the beer garden. So yeah, it feels like a lower budget, like offline reblocks. I think that's the best way I could describe it. Or like, what if Prozac suddenly got their own game, because the characters look like at least Simon from Prozac. So yeah, in short, once you get in the game, it kind of feels half-assed. Like, I loved the title screen. It really got me in, and then from there I felt like it kind of went downhill. Like, you can play in 1-player mode, you can play in co-op. I'm sure the co-op's probably more fun, but like just the basic game mechanics, unfortunately, for this. One person compared it to Overcooked. I can sort of see that, I guess. You're not really preparing meals or anything. You're just serving specific beers to people, and they're sitting down on the other side of the screen, and you know, they'll have a bubble that pops up above their heads like, I want light blonde. So, and then if that's what they want, you know, you serve them. You get $20 or $10, whatever, for the liter of beer. Great concept. Just, I felt like it wasn't fun. Like, just, I don't know if it's the controls, maybe it was that, but you'll drop a lot of beers. Like, it was pretty funny. I had like 6 beers in one corner, right after a turn, right before where all the people were sitting at beer tables. They looked pretty wasted in the game, waiting for more beer. But yeah, it just the timer is really short. I don't remember if it was a minute or 2, but there's various missions you have to follow too. So it's hard to meet any of the mission objectives, like earn $100. I think I did that, but for some reason the game didn't recognize it. I don't know, maybe I killed too many beers by dropping them. And you also have to make 2 fans. I have no idea how that is. Like, maybe you serve them twice and they give you a rating. I didn't find out about that. Serve 4 beers in a row. I managed to successfully, I think, do 2, which I was impressed with, even if the game wasn't, because this game is really hard. Like, you're walking around using the analog stick, and when you're trying to get the beer, you just push up, and then there's a way to tilt the beer, I guess, as you're pouring it, but I didn't see like what was the point of that, what's the purpose of that. And then you have to be careful because you're carrying the beers around on your like your waiter, circular waiter holder, but it's so easy to drop the beers. Like, it's just, I don't know if maybe I'm just like, I tried to slow down even when I was like walking to the beer garden to serve these potential people, and some people don't want any beer, so you have to walk around the whole beer garden and see like, okay, which guy wants this beer? Oh, they don't want that beer, so now I have to walk all the way to the other screen to hopefully serve them beer. So it can get tricky, especially with like the really short timer. The game's not, now admittedly there are different difficulties, but I was playing on normal. To me, normal should be like pretty user friendly, but yeah, I really wanted to enjoy the game. Just the missions end way too quickly, and like the game, maybe if I played on easy, you know, it would be much easier, but just the basic game mechanics, like just not having enough time, you know, dropping beers just happens way too often. It's far too easy to do that. happens too easily. And yeah, the difficulty is just way too high for what claims to be a casual game. It does not feel like a casual game. This seems like a beer serving simulator, so it's just really hard to just like get into the game because the difficulty is like really high for normal. Yeah, it's a great concept ultimately, just the execution's so janky. The game is $8. I feel like it's a 5 or 6 out of 10 game because it's just disappointing. Like, it should be a casual fun game, easy to pick up, and it's not. This is a game where it's punishing to do something that should be like fun and like, but yeah, anyways, this game kind of is frustrating. I ended after 20 minutes. It encourages you to go to a German fest and go to the Bierwagen yourself. So I think I'm gonna go do that. Bierwagen it up. Keep on gaming. Bye.